So I'm here today to meet Astik Serchan, a very well-known and respected designer of Nepal. He has invited me to his studio. He has created his studio in his house. Hi, Astik!
Welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Of course.
Oh, your place looks fab.
I'm still setting it up. It's not finished
And
yet.
it's not finished yet.
It's not finished yet, and I'm waiting for all the lights to be switched on when the electricity comes back.
But still, it looks so good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So that is
That's
what
the
it
logo.
looks like. Yeah.
And so actually, this is the showroom area.
This is beautiful, Astik. Look at this gown. Beautiful.
So right now I'm starting with saris. So I'm in the process of creating new collections. I have several things already that's ready.
So what do you keep on mind when you are designing, your collection?
Well, I like to be very pure and creative and not try to think about the business side of things. So I experiment a lot with new techniques and with, for example, this is lace and it's a mix of lace and georgette, and it's stitched so beautifully that, it's kind of not.
And it's a
sure.
lovely color.
Yeah. The color is, I dye it personally so that I know that this color is not available.
Oh,
in the
so you
market.
dye
Yeah,
it
so I
yourself.
try to choose that shade of pink or
Yeah,
blue or
yeah.
whatever that's not common. So yeah, a few embellished, embroidered blouses. This one is chiffon, and it's embroidered as well.
That is beautiful, lovely color
So
again.
I really like this neckline. I think it's very, it's very beautiful. It's a little too big for this mannequin actually. Yeah, it's very simple sari.
But it's really nice though, the color. What sort of colors do you actually like? Do you do colors that you like and prefer?
No,
Or?
actually, for me, it has to be unique. The color combination. I don't like to do things that are already, out there.
Yeah.
This is only, like I said, the first phase. So I'm still trying to improve the full range of what we can offer. and,
Yeah.
So come on, I'll show you more. I'll show you one more. Well, this is a gown, so it's a fusion. It's like ethnic and western. It's in a very, it's like blush, kind of powder blush color. And yeah, basically it's just like a few elements of East and a few elements of West fused together. One is again another piece that's similar to the lavender one. It's lace and silk crepe. Everything's done by hand. Like this part is done by
I
hand.
see, yeah.
The border is done by hand because you cannot machine stitch this kind of scalloped edges.
Okay, so it's all done by the hand.
Yes, it's all done by hand. It's sewn by hand onto the.
And then how did you add
fabric.
that lace? Like did they
Yeah,
do that
you
with
have
hand
to
as
cut
well?
it. You have to first cut and then you have to sew it by
Okay.
sew it by hand. So it's it's like goes all the way around at the bottom as well, and the edges are it's just something. And I like the idea of I thought out like the sari should be worn with a shawl. Because it's kind of sleeveless and it has a very and sometimes you don't want to show your arms. And I thought why not just add the shawl in the sari itself so that you don't have to
wear extra
you
shawl?
don't have to carry an extra shawl. This looks like a shawl. So
It does. Yeah.
And you have the ability to cover your arms if you're feeling a little bit colder.
Such a beautiful piece.
So
This is a very classic piece as well.
Yeah, and it's very simple and it's in a color that's not easily available as well.
Yeah, it looks very royal. I don't know, I get that feeling,
Yeah. This is my Western collection. It's Astik Designs. So I don't have a lot of pieces right now.
Which one was the one that Shrishti was wearing? I think it's that
For the
first one.
event, I think it was this one. Yeah.
That is beautiful, Astik.
Thank you.
I love that.
I want the people to feel like they're coming to my house. And the space, I wanted to reflect my personality as well. I don't want a hole in the wall kind of store. And just just sell. I want to be inspired by the showroom itself. I brought you to my private chamber.
This is so nice.
This is where I sit down to have tea with my customers. Yeah.
I feel so special now because you brought me to your private chamber. And this chamber is so nice. Oh my god, really lovely. And
Yeah.
the furniture is so good. And
Thank
did you do
you.
all the interior yourself?
Yes, oh my, the interior, it took me like 6 months just to renovate everything. To get materials is very difficult at this moment because of the crisis and the
Blockade,
blockade
yeah.
and stuff, so I had to wait a lot. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was difficult. You can't get what you want in Nepal because very limited in terms of choices. But yeah, I managed to find a few things that I feel everything here. Most of the stuff that I've shown you in the showroom is brought from Nepal itself. Is bought in
Okay,
Nepal
so it's
itself.
made in
It's made in Nepal, not made in Nepal, but available in Nepal.
available.
Yeah.
So are you into more sort of like antique stuff? Because I can see a lot of antiques here as well.
Yes, I think it's not something that I'm into, but I think it's something that's associated with ethnic and design. So I wanted to keep it traditional because the clothes itself I wanted to be very traditional. With Pulchok 3, with Astic Designs, I'm free to experiment because it's Western clothing, and in the West, people are more open to wearing, you know, taking fashion risks when it comes to clothing. But with Pulchok 3, I want to, I don't want to be like 100% traditional. I want to work within a framework, within an existing framework of design.
So what really inspires you in terms of your, work?
Right now, see, before I used to sketch a lot. Whatever I imagined, whether after watching a movie or whatever, subconsciously you gather a lot of inspiration, and then you try to sketch your a dream collection. But I've lost the habit of sketching. Slowly, I've become trying to become more efficient because I think normally, even if you sketch, what you make doesn't really translate into into your sketches. So but I've also become more sure of what I have in my head. So I can give instructions to my tailor, to my staff, so that they create. I try to encourage a lot of verbal communication because I think it's really important that that we are on the same level. Like all my, everyone who works for me and who works with me, make sure that we talk a lot with each other.
Me and Astic has decided to make this interview fun, so we are going to do like a rapid fire question.
Oh my god, I'm nervous. Okay, I'll try my best to be quick.
Your first crush?
My first crush was probably, oh my god, now I'm thinking. Someone from my school. I don't want to say the name.
Alright, okay, that's fine. Your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Your favorite food?
My favorite food would be Nepali food.
Okay.
Yes.
And your favorite person?
My favorite person is currently interviewing me. Trying to make you happy.
Oh, yeah, he's just trying to make me happy.
No, I'm joking. Oh, well,
Yeah.
You feel whatever you feel at the moment.
Yeah. And it's positive vibes
Exactly.
going on between us today.
Yeah.
Your favorite designer?
My favorite designer? Well, so far there's only been one designer who I consistently like his work. It's Karl Lagerfeld at Chanel.
Oh my god, I love him.
He gives me like kind of shivers when I see his, and I want to reach that level of perfection.
He has got
in my
this
work.
charisma.
Yeah.
He gives
He's
that aura as
unstoppable.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
And
that
his
man.
work is so perfect. See, this is what I want people to understand: is that clothing is not about just designing; it's about making. The way you make clothes is so much more important than the way you design or sketch or whatever.
Oh, your lucky number now.
My lucky number is 3. That's why I've created this new brand,
Pulchok
3. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's not the reason actually. The reason is because the address itself is Pulchok 3. We're in ward number 3 in Lalitpur. So
very interesting.
Yeah, but 3 has always been a lucky number for me. My birthday is 3rd September.
Yoga or going out?
Yoga.
So you give up going out for yoga?
I've not given it up, but I think yoga is probably right now the most important thing in my life. So
thank you very much, Astic.
All right,
I had a lovely
I hope
time.
This was helpful.
Yeah, it was. It is. I just
And
had
enjoyable.
such a good time. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarita. This was super fun.